Thank you very much. I'm going to see if the video is going to play.
No, it is play action. Ryan rolling left, throws. Mughelli, the touchdown. And that time he beat Phillips, the linebacker, back inside.
Yeah, I know.
Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! How you feel? Good. How you feel? Good. Are you ready? Yeah! Are you ready? Yeah! How you feel? Good. How you feel? Good. Break down! Break down! Break down! That's what I like! That's what I like! Bring it up! Bring it up, baby! Let's go! Let's do it! Team on three! Team on three! 1, 2, 3, team!
That's just a little bit what I do when I go and talk to my kids because I want to get them excited. I ask them, are they ready? GreenBiz, are you ready? Yeah. How do you feel? Yeah. I can tell you, I feel great, and I'm definitely ready. I'm so excited to have the opportunity to really talk to you from my heart why I'm into the space, why I'm even here. And I get all the time when people see me and they say, why did a 6'2", 250-pound, high-jumping, hard-hitting, incredibly handsome fullback like you, why are you laughing? Go from that to the environment. Like, why did you? The answer is simple. Because I wanted to find a way to make a difference. I wanted to find a way to really leave an impact. I wanted to find a way to leave a legacy. Now, I did that playing ball. I had a wonderful opportunity to be a two-time All-Pro, Falcons and Ravens fullback. I played with Hall of Famers. I had against Deion Sanders and Ray Lewis and Tony Gonzalez and Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. I'm blocking Michael Strahan. I'm doing the coin toss with Brett Favre in front of me. Like, it was just exciting stuff. And the more I get away from the game, the more I realize that an amazing opportunity to truly make a difference in the world of the NFL. But as crazy as it sounds, I'm so much more excited about what I can do now in my space, in my platform, in the environmental space. Because I have the chance to change lives. I have the chance to really do things that have never been done before. Let's see, all right. All right, we'll leave it there then, I guess. But something that I really am excited about is telling my story. My story was one where I didn't have a real connection to the environment. I thought it was something that was someone else's issue or someone else's problem. I didn't really think it was something that I needed to take care of. So when I met certain people that changed my mind, it changed my mind forever. I had the wonderful opportunity to meet Laura Turner Seidel and Ted Turner, and I grew up reading the Captain Planet comic book, and I was just enamored by the fact that Kwame, who was an African, was actually fighting for the environment. I thought it was cool that he was defending the defenseless. I thought it was cool that he was giving a voice to those who didn't have a voice. Because that's what I always wanted to do, but I didn't think the environment was really something that could tell that story. And so it's all about education. When I talk to my kids, I ask them, like, when did your green light bulb, go off? When I talk to adults, I ask them when did their green light bulb go off? When did they realize that this is the issue they wanted to be involved in, they wanted to fight for, they wanted to really, make their mark? And for me, it happened when just following around Laura and going to her workshops, going to Captain Planet events, I had a chance to meet Ted Turner, met Al Gore, met Van Jones, got more involved in environmental justice issues, and hearing things like African-American communities are overwhelmingly next to toxic plants, or hearing about how when you are next to these toxic plants and you have these learning disabilities, is a pipeline to the prison, and just hear about they didn't have the rights or the money to fight for their rights. I had a problem with that. I wanted to do something. But I'm like, what can I really do? I don't know anything about this issue. I don't know anything about this space. And you don't have to know all the answers. You just have to be passionate about it. And my passion led me to saying that if we can use something that everyone loves, if we can use something that everyone's behind, if we can use something like sports. I know a lot about sports. And sports has been used from the dawn of time, whether it's to get people excited, to get people around a movement, get people around an issue, but it hasn't been used as much as I think it should be, for the environment. So in talking to Laura and Ted and with the Captain Planet Foundation, I created my own foundation, the Ovie Mughelli Foundation, which is all about using sports to promote sustainability. We had the ability to, we did environmental football camps, we did a recycle on the run, which is like an obstacle course with environmental brain teasers. We did something called the Green Speaker Series, where we're getting kids engaged with jobs in the green space they never knew existed, that even I never knew existed. But telling them that they can make green by going green is something that just blew their mind. And the problem was that we couldn't get to enough kids. We were trying to reach out. We were trying to, oh, here we go. Well, this is one of the classrooms we do, trying to reach out and trying to really let these kids know that you don't have to sit on the sidelines. You can get involved in this game. Now, I had kids tell me directly, man, Mr. Mughelli, this ain't our issue. This is a rich person issue. This is a white issue. This is not our issue. We got other issues to deal with. And it was crazy that he said that because him and kids like him, they seem to care the least, but they're affected the most by it. You know, the coal plants and the toxic farm, they're in their neighborhood. They had higher rates of asthma, but they didn't think that this was their issue because no one spoke to them or engaged with them in a way that really made sense. This is my son, Obasi. And when people ask me why I really got into this space, it's because it's one thing when you're trying to do good, you know that there's an issue out there. It's another thing when it hits home. So my daughter and my son were both born severely premature. They came into this world fighting. They came in 2 months early, blood transfusions, we had surgeries, we're sleeping on the cots, eating hospital food, just trying to find a way to get him home. Doctor gave us about 2 months timetable. We got to that 2 months, excited to bring him home. And we're literally getting things ready to take him out the hospital into our car and go home. Doctor's like, we need to stop because the air quality in Atlanta right now is at a level to where it's not quite safe for him. It's safe for us, but his underdeveloped lungs, it could cause problems and could be fatal. And that took me aback because, you know, I was a professional athlete. You know, I was worth millions of dollars. I had, you know, the house and the cars, and I had, you know, the fame. I had the best car seat, the best food, the best everything for him. But I couldn't give him the most important thing, the best environment. And as an athlete who was working in the space but wasn't really all in, you know, it's something that I think some people here can relate to, where you're working in the space, but are you really giving your all? Can you do a little bit more? Is there something you can do to be more innovative, to be more creative, to have a bigger impact? And when this happened to me and happened, you know, to my family, it was something that made me every day think about, what am I doing to give my son a better planet? What am I doing to help people understand how important this issue is? What am I doing to really make sure that his kids and his grandkids don't have to deal with, you know, testing the air quality outside your house to make sure it's safe for your kids? What I started doing was doubling down. I started working with companies, started working with corporations, NGOs. Shoot, anybody would listen. You know, I wanted to talk to them about how they could make a difference and be able to get more people involved, get more people on board. And doing so isn't something that's going to happen overnight. It takes work, but you have to have the right tools. The tool I'm using is the first ever, you know, black environmental superhero called Gridiron Green. So it's Black History Month, and I'm excited to finally, you know, have a black environmental superhero. I have a picture with Chadwick Boseman from the Black Panther. I saw him at Comic-Con. This has been in my head for years. So I've been going to Comic-Cons, getting excited about it. I spoke to him. He said, "Oh, you're going to be the environmental Black Panther." I said, "You know what? Yes, I am. Yes, I am." I'm going to trademark that right now. But I was excited because this is the way to engage those who people say can't be engaged, people who say don't care. You have to talk to them in a way that resonates with them. Because I think every corporation here wants to get more involved in poor communities, in communities of color, wants to engage and tell them about, you know, we're not just have a great corporate responsibility, products in our corporation, but we want to go outside of that and reach out to the community. But they don't have the tools to do that, the resources to do that. With comics, with entertainment, with excitement, with a little bit of celebrity, that helps you get kids who otherwise would not even pick up an environmental book or don't care about the carbon footprint, don't care about the water quality, air quality, they don't care about any of that. They just care about their immediate situations. But when you show them how they can make green by going green, save green by going green, show them how they can help with their sister's asthma, help find a new way to create income, that's when they get excited. Plus we have the comics just at the beginning. We have an augmented reality curriculum. We have sustainability STEM curriculum where they can read a comic versus a textbook to learn. and then they can play a game rather than using pen and paper to make sure they know what they're learning. And every kid's gonna sign up for that. I know I would. So our foundation doing all that we can to make sure we don't leave out the biggest population that needs to know about this, which are communities of colors and poor communities. At Comic-Con, I ran into family after family. This is one of the kids. He had a little Captain America costume on, and his parents were just so giddy about just the fact that there was a black environmental superhero that existed. You know, they know that the environment's important, but it's something about representation. You know, whether it's Barack Obama being president, where you can be president, we all can. But when you see him there, it becomes real. When you see more African American faces in this green space, and I'm a part of several green boards where I'm either the only African American on the board or one of 2 or 3. You know, that needs to change. But that can't change unless you start young. But when you see yourself in a position of, I'm a superhero, I'm making a difference, I'm making a change, I can be a part of this. I'm going to be part of the solution. I'm going to get off the sidelines. I'm actually going to step into it. That's when things happen. I'm excited about, my Falcons team, my Ravens team, but I'm really excited about being part of this green team. Coming to this event makes me hopeful because I've already had conversations with some amazing people. And I know that the fact that you guys exist, the fact that you guys come here year after year, trying to get better, trying to do more, be more creative, more innovative, to find where you can see places of synergy, where you can find ways to have a bigger impact, that's exciting. That makes me go from, I'm in Atlanta trying to do my football camps and saying, why are more people worried about this? Why are more people doing something about this? Why do more people care about my kid, all kids? You do. A lot of them are in here. But it's taking it out from here and sharing it with the people who need it the most, which are the individuals in your company, which are the people around your corporations, and really getting the word out there because this is a global problem. The more people we have on our side fighting for us, the more kids who can have that green light bulb turn on earlier and then take that throughout their lives, change their households, their neighborhoods, their communities, the more of a chance we have of fighting this and of winning this. So let's work together, win this green game, and let's stay ready, and let's be ready. Thank you. You set me up. Clicker didn't work.
There we go, sorry.
Yeah.
So before I let you go off the stage, I just have, first of all, we have some copies of this and a limited number, so please take them if you think that you can either share them with somebody who needs it or bring it back to your company, possibly for other reasons. I'd love for you to tell this organization, this amazing community, what you'd like, and please begin the sentence with the words corporate support.
No, corporate support is huge. I live in Atlanta. We got a lot of big name companies there, and I've already spoken to a lot of you guys in the room. But we just need you guys to help us get this information out there. Awareness is the first thing. If I'd never met Laura, if I never had a conversation with her, then I wouldn't be here right now. There are millions of kids, not just black and brown kids, white, yellow, all types of colors, who just don't have the information. Buying some comics, getting them into these schools, using our workshops, our programs, our curriculum will be a huge help in trying to solve this issue. So, I'm around for one-on-one conversations. I'm probably the only large NFL player with a green suit here. So if you see me, come talk to me. We'd love to see how we can work together and how we can really collaborate to solve this problem.
And Ovie is going to be doing a guru lunch. It's tomorrow, I think, so you have another chance to meet with him. And if for any perverse reason you want to see what a NFL fullback eats,
a lot.
you'll have that moment. But Ovie, you are a superhero, and I think that I'm so glad we could bring you to this community, and I hope this community will step up and support the great work you're doing. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Joe.